Hi, I'm Kylie Widseth.
And I'm Brianna Davis with the Wildcat Report. Senior class panoramic photos can still be purchased in the administration office. You can make the checks out to full field though.
And one picture is for $25, you can buy 3 for $40, and it's a great way to remember your senior class.
And it's such a great deal, like why not purchase them? I mean, the 14 one I think turned out really cool. And Vine has become such an important and very popular social networking sites on smartphones. And I think that's all you can't really get it on a computer. And I know there's some famous Viners around Omaha.
And I've heard you can even get paid for it, which is pretty cool.
I know, that's awesome. Do you have a Vine?
I don't actually. I wish I kind of did though.
I have a Vine. I have 32 followers. Follow me. I mean, maybe. And now we're going to go to a segment about Vine.
What is Vine?
Okay, to me, Vine is a place where cherries grow. Not cherries, but grapes. A grapevine. Is that right?
A vine is like the branches of a plant. It's on grapes. No, I can't.
Vine is a 7-second video that you can make. It's a service that was bought by Twitter last year.
Vine is like a 6-second video that is just like a summary of, they're usually funny, and it's like the summary of just something short and simple.
It's a street that intersects with Hollywood. Or it's part of a plant, like a tendril. That's what a vine is.
Vine? Well, I don't know what a vine is. When I think of vine, I guess I think of a plant, like a vine on a plant branching off. Is that close? Not at all. It's nothing what it is. Is it like a term that high schoolers use now? No? Like, is it a slang term for something? That's so Vine? No?
Vine is a mobile app that is currently ranked number 21 in the iTunes App Store. Although not many teachers know of this popular app, it is a franchise among many students. Vine is multiple clips made into a 6-second video for its users. As our school becomes more popular with Vine, so does user Cain, aka Mackenzie McGlynn.
Sometimes I'll just be laying in bed at night and I'll just be thinking of something to do, or like I'll hear a song and I'll be like, oh, I have a good idea to like dance to that or something, I don't know. Just
Snapchats to guys. Snapchats to my best friends. She was not always Vine famous, but a video pranking her brother hit it off with many viewers.
It's like a little boy and she says to come do a cartwheel and he totally lands on his face and you hear her laughing. I thought it was really funny and I couldn't stop watching it and laughing.
when I filmed that one of my brother, I was like, oh, that's funny, like I'll just post it. Didn't think anything of it because I wasn't that popular on Vine to begin with. And then all of a sudden, like an hour passes by and I check my phone and there's like 1,000 revines on there. I was like, oh my God, like what is this? I would like screenshot it and send it to my friends and be like, what is going on? And then like the next day I had almost like 50,000 revines and it was just crazy how popular it got.
Did you know that she goes to our school?
No, I didn't know that at all. I thought she was just like popular on Vine and like went somewhere else.
Mackenzie's Vines are always on a rise, and she is not only being known by her classmates, but by the public.
I think it's like the sidebar that says Rising Star or something like that. And Rachel Fabry actually screenshotted it and she goes, wait, is this your account? And I was like, yeah, what? It's on that? And she's like, yeah, I don't know how you made the popular page. And I was like, that's crazy.
How to scare your little brothers.
One time, it was towards the beginning of the school year, I went to Sempex for my friend's birthday party to like go bowling, and there was a bunch of middle schoolers from Elkhorn Middle School, and they like came up to me, they're like, wait, you're Kenzie from Vine, and they asked to take a picture with me, and it was really cute and adorable.
Although vining is a part of her life, it is not the most important to her.
I think that I'm like thinking way too much about it, like posting all these vines and like trying to like impress all these people when I like have to focus on college and stuff. So sometimes it gets distracting, but it'd be cool to get more popular. Get another Vine that just goes viral like my brother's.
So if you don't have a Vine, you better go check it out. This has been Faith Cain and Megan Sharp reporting.
I see Vines a lot on Facebook, and I always just watch the Vines to see famous people in them.
I know. My favorite Viner is Curtis Lepore and Marcus Johns. They are so funny. Congratulations, Miss Wentz QT, for winning free donuts for the DECA quiz trivia.
And forensic season is just kicked off, so let's see how they're doing.
The Millard West forensics team this year has gotten off to a sensational start. At the first competition, the team placed second out of about 10 teams. Coming off such a solid victory, their hopes soar sky high for the East Mile High competition in Denver. There, they will be competing against a fresh batch of competitors.
Well, this weekend we're going to Denver, so the competition is all new.
Actually, I have no clue. It's a pretty big competition, so I think quite a few.
James Logan in California will be there. I'm sure a couple Minnesota schools will be there, but other than that, either Denver and us.
Denver is a beautiful place to go, and I think the scenery will be really nice, but the new competition, because it's a national tournament, so we'll get different states from around the United States, the West Coast, East Coast, bring them all together in Denver, so new competition is really good.
Abby, Brittany, and Joe each compete in different categories of speech.
I have persuasive speech that I'll be competing with.
My event is called Extemporaneous Speaking, and that's where I pick 3 questions of an envelope dealing towards U.S. foreign policy or U.S. domestic policy, and I have 30 minutes to write a speech answering the question. And it has 3 points, sources, and I have to memorize it and give a 7-minute speech about it within the 30 minutes.
I compete with humorous interpretation, and my piece is called The 50 Shames of Earl Grey.
Although each team member competes separately, they all have one thing in common: practice.
Well, I've been preparing for the last couple weeks or so by giving practice speeches before and after school, and I've been filing and updating myself on current events in the United States and around the world.
Preparing for the competition, I usually run through my piece and then we do warm-ups, which get you pretty energized and ready for the competition.
I've been practicing to prepare a lot, and I've added new parts to my speech, hopefully that people will like.
At East Mile High, the competitors will battle it out for a multitude of awards.
Winning individual categories, you can win trophies or medals, and overall, whichever team gets the highest amount of points by placing the highest, there's a bigger trophy for the entire team.
Personally, I hope that I can at least get third, but I can't be too picky. The season just started.
I hope that I can place well individually and that our team can place pretty high in sweepstakes. So.
Before the results, Brittany, Abby, and Joe wanted to clear up some misconceptions about forensics.
Honestly, I'm not sure if a lot of people at this school even know we have a forensics team, which is kind of sad because we're very successful.
It's open to everyone. You don't have to be a really good public speaker to join or a good person in drama. Anyone's open to join, and we can help you refine your skills.
Brittany made it through 4 rounds of competition, but her final score was not enough to move on to the final stages of the competition. Abby quarterfinaled in oratory with her persuasive speech about shame. Joe made it all the way to the semifinals in the extemporaneous category. And, as a team, our Wildcats placed 3rd overall in the team sweepstakes, an excellent finish to the beginning of their out-of-state experiences. This has been Casey Ashton with the Wildcat Report.
Veterans Day was celebrated last Monday, so thank you all veterans that have served our country and are currently serving our country. You make our country a better place, and I don't know where we'd be without you guys.
In honor of the military, on November 21st, Key Club will have a meeting before school in the lecture hall to make cards for the military.
Every single day, hair changes, no matter if you cut it all off or you dye it. Imagine having to change your hair every single day, or having that ability.
Many students express themselves in many different ways, such as by the things they do and even the way they look. Most people shy away from standing out too much and stick with ordinary looks. However, for Kirsten and Reid, this is very different. Kirsten Reid has dyed her hair every single color in the rainbow, including pink.
I have a disease called trichotillomania, where it's OCD and I have to pull my hair out. Or some people even eat their hair, and I think that's gross. I used to do that, and then there is no cure for it. So basically, my mom just decided, hey, why don't you just shave it all off? And I'm like, okay. It started in elementary school, and then it kind of just kept happening, and I'd eat it. And then my brother told me that you can die if you have hair in your stomach, so I stopped just cold turkey. And then in 7th grade, I started again, and I had a huge bald spot right here. And then I started a couple months ago again because I don't remember why, but it just happens. So I started dyeing my hair over the summer, and I dyed it blue, and I really like the color because browns and blondes and stuff were really boring. I changed it a lot over that. I dyed it red and purple and blue with purple and green and orange and pink. A lot of people from North and South do too. I think it's just all of Miller generally. They'll just laugh at me and they'll be like, oh, you're a cancer patient. And I'm like, that's not something you joke about. That's not, even if I did have that, why would you joke about that?
This has been Momo
and Kenzie
with the Wildcat Report.
The kickoff of winter sports starts on November 18th. That includes diving, wrestling, basketball, and swimming.
And if you want to try out for one of those sports, you need to complete paperwork and pay a $60 participation fee.
Wrapping up our fall sports, congratulations varsity volleyball for such an awesome season.
From the Wildcats, who are known as the underdogs, to the #1 team in the state, they clawed their way to the top of the food chain. Practice by practice and game by game, the players continue to improve their skills every day. The players and coaches build their team working abilities for what appeared to be another standard playing season.
They've been pushing us really hard in practice and conditioning us hard to get us to this point.
Going into the season, the team's attitudes and competitive mindsets towards the upcoming games is at an all-time high. What was thought to be like any other season for the Wildcats turned out to be a great success, with a record of 31 wins over the other school teams around the state.
I have given 100%.
Yes, I give 150%. Yeah, I try my best to give 100%.
Each person and player on the team has been receiving an outstanding amount of support from the school, the teachers, and the other students alike. With the Wildcats on their way to state, everyone at Millard West alike wishes them the best of luck in their performance. This has been Mitch Gross and Spencer Bright reporting.
If you want to try out for this year's musical Hairspray, auditions begin on December 2nd, so get started rehearsing.
I know, I think I might try out because it's on my bucket list to be in one play, so I mean, hey, our musical, like, hey, why not? Just join. Like, it's not just strictly to choir students, like, anyone can participate. And another popular social networking site is Pinterest. I've never personally got into it, but I know a lot of people have become Pinterest famous and can also, just like Vine, be paid to pin.
I woke up and I saw I had 20,000 followers. I was kind of just like, what the heck, because I'm just a kid from Nebraska and I didn't really expect me to be famous of all people.
Social media sites like Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr have taken over teenage minds. Some say it's a waste of time, but for Pinterest user Jade Zuehlke, it has brought forth many opportunities. Jade has pinned her way to the top of the well-known social media site Pinterest. With a whopping 447,000 followers, Jade has become internet famous.
I don't really know how I accumulated so many followers. I honestly just woke up one morning and had around 20,000, and it was kind of unexpected though, because I mean, I just pinned what I like and I wasn't trying to do it to meet the needs of other people necessarily.
She pins a variety of things. It's not all the same. I know she has fashion, crafts, and animals, and just all these different things on there that a lot of people like. So there's a variety of different styles and tastes that a ton of people can relate to.
In her free time, Jade pins away on the many options on Pinterest.
I have several different boards, and they include like things like stuff that I would wear or things that I can't afford, and different makeup and hairstyles, and a quote board, and I have pictures of like animals and things that I find funny or clever or cool that you can't find on Google necessarily, or like things like Tumblr or Twitter. And I think they're just really expressive of me and my interests.
Jade never predicted the amount of followers that would enjoy her Pinterest style, but she has taken advantage that is benefiting her in many ways.
I'm getting paid to pin. I work with this company called Hello Society, which is based in California, and I get paid per person that clicks on the link basically.
I mean, the fact that she gets paid to do something that's people enjoy looking at is pretty cool. So,
with all the opportunities Jade has gained, Pinterest has been more than a positive experience. With showing off creativity, getting free products, and getting paid to pin, Jade has made the ultimate experience out of social media.
This has been Taylor and Dana with the Wildcat Report.
That is all we have for you Wildcats this week. This has been Brianna Davis
and Kylie Widseth, the Wildcat Report.